Welcome back to some more Calamity Mod. It's only been half a year since we've done this series, but you know what? I made a promise to myself that I would finish at least one Let's Play in my lifetime. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and continue the second half of this series. If you're new around here, this is gonna be the second half of my Terraria's Calamity Mod playthrough. I'll leave a link to the entire playlist of this series over in the description if you do want to go ahead and check that out. I highly recommend watching it before watching this part because, well, things might not make as much sense if you don't. But if you're just tuning in for the first time or are one of the few people who have been waiting about half a year for me to upload this again, welcome back. Last time we took on the 3 elemental calamity bosses, those being Cryogen, the Aquatic Scourge, and the Brimstone Elemental. Today I'm looking at taking out 1 or maybe even 2 bosses if I can get to them both, and making a couple other upgrades that I kind of forgot to before we take those on. So I guess let's go ahead and just get started. So something I want to go ahead and do is work on getting the Ornate Shield. This is a shield that actually got buffed over my half-year break, and is definitely something I want to do. So we're going to need to go ahead and get 10 crystal shards. Unfortunately, I don't actually remember where our hollow biome is. It looks like, oh, that's right, it's under here. So I guess we'll go ahead and go to our jungle pylon and make our way over to the crystal biome. We can go say hi to our wizard while we're here. Is there anything we really need from him? It doesn't look like it. Do I have a crystal ball already? I'm not too sure, but I won't bother picking one up just yet. We want to head down into our tunnel, so let's grab our torches here, and we got to keep an eye out for some little crystal shards. We got to pick up a bunch of those for not just healing potions, but for the Ornate Shield as well. So they should be just down here in this little cave area, and I'm not quite seeing any yet. It looks like we have to go even deeper. And here we go. This is where all of them are. So I'm just going to go ahead and scoop up a bunch of these off the ground real quick. I think 70 will be enough. Let's go ahead and go back to the house and make ourselves that shield. Do I need anything else for it is the question. Let's see, I don't need a lot of this stuff in my inventory anymore. 5 cryonic bars, okay. So to get cryonic bars, we have to go back into the snow biome, but I'm not sure this pickaxe is strong enough. So let's go ahead and make ourselves, it looks like I can't make a Drax. Interesting, I need more hollowed bars. Well, I guess we're taking a detour to refight some previous bosses, some of the mechanical bosses, and get ourselves a Drax. So I guess let's go ahead and just grab this mechanical eye and refight the twins boss. Where do I have some of my arenas? That's the question. I don't actually remember a lot of this world because, well, I mean, it has been half a year. What can I say? It looks like we have a pretty decent sized arena over in our dungeons. So let's go ahead and zoom out as usual. I know my character gets pretty tiny, but that's okay. And let's make it night and let's go ahead and just refight this boss. Hopefully I kind of remember how to do this because this is still kind of an on-tier boss. I'm going to have to try pretty hard to take these guys out. Hold on one sec. Change the boss bar over to the Calamity one so you can have a bit better idea of what the boss's health are at. And let's just get through this pretty quick, shall we? 1 down, 1 more to go. Have I gotten hit yet? I'm not actually sure. Did I just beat this entire boss without getting hit? I have to double check the footage. I might have gotten hit at the very start there, but we may have just done a no-hit on the twins, which is very, very, very funny. But regardless, we got the stuff we wanted, so let's go ahead and head back to the house and get ourselves that Drax. It's a pickaxe upgrade that I'm going to go ahead and take just so I can make sure I can mine some of the newer ores that we'll see. And there's 2 ores I want to mine, but of course the first one is going to be cryonic, which means we have to make our way into the underground snow biome for possibly the first time. Ooh, what is this? I know exactly what this is. Whoa, 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 wait, don't drown, don't drown, don't drown. That was close. How do I want to do this? I think I can just teleport to right here, that's fine. This is one of the Dradon labs. There's one in every single major biome, and we have to collect these encrypted schematics. I don't know if I've mentioned that on the series already, but it's been half a year, so I may be doubling up on some of the information I've shared already. Let's go ahead and grab some of these power cell factories as well. We'll need to scoop up as many of these as we can, and I suppose some of these charging stations too, why not? Let's go down here and scoop up some of this plating as well. What is this called? I can't see because Ulam plate it looks like? Yeah, I can't see because of the little fire bar that's above my head. Oh well. Alright, let's go down here. Do I have a frozen key? I don't. Oh wait, I guess I don't need a frozen key to open this. Well, there we go. We'll take the Arctic diving gear. Pretty useful accessory to have for exploring the underground ocean areas. Let's go ahead and teleport in there. We're on the lookout for cryonic ore. It's a little dark in here, actually, but you know what? There isn't too much I can do about that. I probably should have brought a shine potion. My bad on that. But cryonic ore is basically little dark blue blocks, and that's what we're looking for. So it's pretty far down, but we should be approaching the area where we can find them pretty quick. Oh, we can see some. It's kind of glowing down there on the bottom left. That's actually kind of useful. I never knew that it would glow. Now, can I mine this? Yes, we can. Okay. And it's not picking up for some reason. There we go. The cryonic ore. My inventory is already full, which is not ideal, but you know what? We'll just have to make do with what we have here. And I don't really know how much of this I need, so I guess I'll just collect a decent amount. Ooh, there's an ice turtle. Hopefully we can take this out before it gets to me. Yes, we can. It's not even close. There's some palladium here as well, which is good to have. Some of the hard mode ores, and alright, now we're getting to the part where there's a lot of cryonic ore. That's good. I'm thinking 241 is probably enough, at least for a good while. I'll probably have to go back and mine a lot of these ores again at some point in the future anyways, but we'll go ahead and do that for now. So now let's go ahead and turn this into some... Oh, actually, wait, I need the adamantite forge. I don't have that yet. Interesting. Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and make that. I can't. We need 30 adamantite. Okay, well, I guess we need to go get the other hard mode ore. Luckily, we can just teleport pretty much to the bottom of the map here and look around for some adamantite at the bottom of the world. It doesn't quite spawn in hell, but it's pretty darn close. I'm going to zoom out more just so I can see the world a little bit better, as it'll help me find this adamantite easier. We only need 30 pieces of it, so this won't take too much time at all. Actually, it looks like we found 30 titanium, which was the counterpart to adamantite, and we can just make a titanium forge instead, and that'll let us do what we need to do. So let's make the titanium forge and put that in our little crafting interface. And now we can make the ornate shield. This is a very, very good shield and is going to be replacing our counter scarf. Let's go ahead and give it a reforge before I show what it does. And where is our goblet? Looks like he's down here. All right, hello. And I guess we'll just go for lucky on it because I have 112 platinum for some reason. I don't remember how I got that much money, but I guess we do. And what this shield does is it pretty much gives us an upgraded dash. But the biggest thing here is if you look, it says this dash can slam through enemies without taking damage. This is what the upgrade we really cared about was, as now we're able to just dash straight through bosses and enemies without taking contact damage, which is very, very huge and actually a pretty big part of how my playstyle in this game works. So I'm trying to find an enemy here to show as an example, but I don't know. And also these guys are kind of on fire, but you can see, can we walk in this guy without... Okay, well, that was a bad example. Okay, this slime. You can see how we can dash through him and he just kind of turned into ice. That's really going to be handy. This is a very, very nice one. I'll show it again here on this bat. There we go. We don't take any damage when we dash through anything. So this is going to be pretty big. And I think it's time we start preparing for our next boss. And to do that, I'm going to take a recommendation out of the comments on what armor I should use. And instead of going for hollowed armor, even though I really, really love this set bonus, I want to give this a try. And we're actually going to make our way over to the jungle and dig up some chlorophyte for chlorophyte armor. All right, so this is what chlorophyte looks like. It's a bit green, and I hope I'm not mistaken. Yes, we can mine that right now. Okay, so I'm going to have to go through the jungle and mine a ton of this chlorophyte because it's used for many, many different recipes in the game, and it's something I'm going to need even more than I needed the cryonic ore for, so... I could be doing this for a good 15 or so minutes. I just want to make sure that we have enough to get everything we wanted and not have to worry about it. So I'll do this for a little while and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Oh, what is this? I know what this is. This is a little arena actually that you can use to fight some of the bosses, and we actually will be using this today. So I'll have to terraform the land a little bit. I'm surprised this is actually in this world, but either some of our worlds got overwritten by an update that came out recently, or I guess not recently, but like sometime in the distant past, or this series isn't actually as old as I thought it was, but this is going to be a pretty nice arena to fight our second boss if we do get to it today. So I'll just kind of keep a note on my map of where this is. It's not too terrible to get down to, but I kind of wish I could put a pylon down here, but Well, we can't do that without building houses here, and that might be a bit of an inconvenience. Alright, let's see if this is enough. We have 348 Chlorophyte, which may or may not be enough to do what I want. I guess we'll just have to see. So there's a couple things I want to make, and the first thing I want to make is called the Orange Blood, or the Blood Orange, made by the 3 souls for beating the 3 mechanical bosses, some blood orbs, and 5 life fruit. This will permanently increase our maximum health by 25, and if you watch my little health bar up here, it turns orange. There's a couple of these permanent upgrades we'll get in the future, and they all change the colors of my hearts, which is absolutely awesome. But the main show we have today is crafting Chlorophyte armor. Now, of course, we're going to, let's first just go ahead and make all of this into bars here. We have 87 bars to work with. We'll need the chest plate and the legs, of course, as usual. And then the helmet we make is going to be dependent on what class we want to do. Right now, I have the Mega Shark, which is a ranged weapon. I don't know if I'm gonna use this or not, because it is very good, but I kind of want to show other weapons off. So let me think for a bit on what weapon I actually want to use against this next boss. Alright, I think I'm gonna stick with the Mega Shark for this boss, and then next boss will change what we're gonna be using. So let's go ahead and make just the ranged helmet for now, and equip this armor set. Let's check our defense. We have 60 defense, and this is going to go up to 64, but this set bonus summons a powerful leaf crystal that shoots pulses of life every 5 seconds. It does some damage and heals me a bit, so hopefully this is going to be more useful than the other one. Looks like we just missed the traveling merchant, unfortunately. So I don't know what that guy was selling, but not much we can do about that now. So, okay, let's take off the Arctic diving gear of our vanity so we can actually see this armor set. This looks pretty good. Let's grab our hallowed armor set, and of course, as usual, whenever I retire an armor set, let's go put it on an armor stand. So let's do that, and there we go. There is our hallowed armor stand. Now, the boss summon we have to make is going to be called the Mechanical Eye. Or no, it's not the Mechanical Eye. It is the Eye of Desolation. That's right. Summons the Calamitas clone when used during nighttime. We are going to be fighting the clone of Calamitas. If you don't know, kind of the end goal of Calamity is to take on the Brimstone Witch Supreme Calamitas herself. But first, to do that, we're going to have to take on her clone. And I guess I'm going to have to zoom all the way out, and we'll try this with no buffs. Let's go ahead and make sure the time is night. So there we go. That is now evening. And I guess without further ado, Calamitas Clone, do your worst. Calamitas Clone is basically the first boss that I would put into the bullet hell category. And you'll see a little bit why I mean that here once this boss's health is a bit lowered. But this is a significant step up from what we've had to fight beforehand. In fact, pretty much every boss from here on out is going to be a major step up in terms of difficulty. So this is where we're going to have to really start locking in and learning some bosses. Fortunately, I will say, to be fully honest, I do have some pretty good experience fighting this boss specifically, so I'm not too worried about us having some struggles with it. I'm very well versed in fighting a couple of the Calamity bosses, but to be honest, I also have never made it this far into a Calamity playthrough by myself. So I am playing this single player, of course, so this is a little bit new for me, but you can probably see why I'm saying that this boss is more of a bullet hell. There is 2 of these phases, I believe, where you have to dodge all these bullets, and okay, good, we're going to keep our adrenaline. Let's use our adrenaline and rage to try and stack as much damage onto the boss as we can right now. And she's going to start getting a little bit faster with her movements and dashes, but the worst is by far yet to come, and you'll see here in a bit what I mean. Anyways, enjoy the music while you'll see what is about to happen. That's right, did you miss the twins from the start of the video? Well, we pretty much get to fight a buffed version of them. One down, one more to go. Our damage output is looking rather good. And you're done, Calamitas, hello again. I'd keep talking, but I've also realized I haven't gotten hit yet again, which is insane. Uh-oh, I kind of forgot this was a part. I don't really have an area of effect weapon to deal with this, and we got hit. That did so much damage. Oh no, that did a lot of damage to us. All right, well, let's keep our focus up. I guess I'm gonna have to take these guys out one at a time here. That's a little bit unfortunate. I'm so gonna run out of wing flight. That's not good. No. Okay. Nope. Nope. Let's use our ornate shield. Make sure we don't get hit by anything. I really wish I had piercing bullets right now, but I don't. That's fine. We're slowly taking her shield out. Hello. Luckily, I don't believe the mini ones deal contact damage, which is good. We have adrenaline, so I really gotta focus, try and get as many of these down. Oh, we're definitely taking some damage there. Yep. I think we got hit the first time, but I was able to dash through that second one. Come on, just 2 more pieces of the shield to go. Let's get it done. There we go. All right. Kind of want to keep my health up now because I do know what's about to happen, and I'm not going to be able to talk for this part. All right, here we go. I'm out of bullets! I'm out of bullets! Wait, I'm out of bullets! No, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm out of bullets. No, not like this, not like this, not like this. Are you serious? Oh my god, I ran out of bullets. No way, dude. No way. I can't believe I did that. How could I have not checked that beforehand? Well, I guess we're doing that all over again. Yes! Oh my god, that was close. That was so close. I actually got the Havoc's Breath weapon dropped from one of the Calamitas clone brothers, and I used this thing. I saw it was a flamethrower, so I started spraying all of the little tiny, I don't know, eyes that were surrounding Calamitas towards the end, and it turned out to be pretty useful, so maybe this is a weapon we'll actually give a more proper try, because it may be useful on the next boss. But regardless, we have defeated the Calamitas clone. Let's go ahead and we got the Broken Hero Sword for that. We got our Calamitas clone relic. Let's go ahead and drop that down next to our other trophies right there. And are we missing some trophies? I think we're missing some trophies. We are definitely missing some trophies. We're missing the Aquatic Scourge trophy, the Cryogen trophy. Or I guess these are relics, not trophies. The Brimstone Elemental relic, and now we can place down the Calamitas clone relic. And this more or less marks the halfway point in our Let's Play. So let's go ahead and open our bag here, see what kind of loot we can get. All right, looks like we got 2 weapons, the Entropy's Vigil, which is, I think, a summon weapon, and then the Lashes of Chaos, which is a magic weapon. I don't really like either of these, I'll be honest. But apart from that, we didn't really get anything too interesting, so we'll just kind of go ahead and put those all away, because we don't really need them. But the Havoc's Breath, I guess, is something I will start using. It is a flamethrower that uses gel for ammo, which means we actually need to hopefully find an NPC that sells gel. First, of course, let's go ahead and reforge it so we don't forget. The best reforge is going to be Unreal. There we go. And I think the merchant sells gel, so let's see if we can find the merchant. Did I just get a slime staff? That's pretty rare. I figured just executing King Slime a ton of times would give me a bunch of gel, and it does look like it is. Now, I'm not sure, I'm probably forgetting some fast way to get gel, but I do want to use a couple different flamethrowers over this playthrough, so we might as well just get a ton of gel right now. Alright, I can't imagine needing more than 2,000 gel for at least while we're using this weapon, so we'll probably call that there, and just get ready for our next boss. Okay, I've made a pretty safe way to get down here, and this is where our next boss is going to be. This is going to be Plantera, a boss I've also never taken out by myself. I'm pretty sure from here on out I've never taken out any of these bosses by myself, but I do know that this one tends to give me some trouble. So I don't really know how this is going to go. Let's go ahead and just light this area up a little bit better so I can see before we go ahead and take it on. I kind of technically have to try this twice before I can really build a proper arena because, well, when we break one of these bulbs, the boss spawns, so it's gonna get 2 free kills out of me, basically. I mean, unless we take it out without an arena, I'm not too sure. I mean, maybe we can, who knows? I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and spawn Plantera. Plantera, King, Queen, something of the jungle. This is a pretty difficult boss that I'd also consider to be pretty similar to a bullet hell style boss. It loves shooting tiny little petals absolutely everywhere and spawning little poison clouds of death that I am never ever able to see for some reason. I don't know why. It's just something with my eyes. I can't see the little white clouds very well. So this may take a while for me to beat because I can't see them and I'm dashing in the wrong spot and we're already almost dead. That's not a good way to start this fight. We'll try and bring it back here a bit. Oh, why are there bees? I sure can't wait to accidentally spawn Queen Bee while fighting this thing. Let's try and keep Plantera out of... I have like 1 health right now. I almost want to like give up, but you know what? We won't give up. We'll see if I can do this while having 1 health left. You can clearly see that having this little box in the middle is a big issue. So I think I need to just forfeit the next match, clear out that box, and make a real arena. So this is going to take like half an hour, but I'll do it. Okay, I think we're ready to try this again. I've got everything I've needed to, so let's go ahead and before any enemies spawn, let's just start this Plantera fight. And hopefully I'll be able to talk during it, but pretty soon here I'm not going to be able to talk while fighting a lot of these bosses. Just because they're going to get really difficult and I'm going to have to focus on them, so... Hello, Plantera. Our damage seems to be okay. Plantera is rather, one of like the more tanky bosses for when you fight them, so... The fact that we're not dealing too much damage isn't really a big concern of mine. At least for what I was imagining it would be. Our damage isn't too bad, so... Whoa, careful. Go up, okay. Once we get to about the halfway point, I'll probably stop talking, but... a pretty big weakness of Plantera as well, just going in circles. If you go in circles, she can't really do too much to you. I'm going to use a healing potion there just to kind of initiate the cooldown. See if I can stall this out long enough. And okay, here comes the green ones. I don't know if my circles are too big or not. I think they're a bit big, but there isn't too much I can do about that. We're almost at the halfway point, so I'm going to stop talking here. Ooh, okay, interesting. I couldn't really dodge some of that, which is a bit concerning, but our damage was decent. We got it down to 24%. I feel like my defense is really, really low for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but I just feel like I'm taking way more damage than I really want to be. I saw that we got this tattered bee wings, so let's go ahead and upgrade our wings from fairy wings to bee wings. Ooh, I need to go take out a wyvern, but bee wings basically give us the honey buff, which will help with living a bit, so I guess let me just go up to the sky and find a wyvern and make those wings for our next attempt. Alright, because this is a harder fight, I have our bee wings and a massive round of buffs, and let's give this another go. Now, I used buffs, so I want to be a little bit careful with how I use this boss, so we're not going to talk. Let's just take out a plant, shall we? And you're done! Okay, we actually did that. Those potions definitely help a lot, I will say. But Plantera is down, the desert sands shift intensely, energized plant matters form from the underground, screams are echoing from the dungeon, and Plantera has been defeated. There we go! Our reward, of course, is a Plantera bag. Let's go ahead and see what we got. We got the Spore Sack, which is pretty bad, the Temple Key, which is required for progression, the Pygmy Staff, a okay summon weapon, the Flower Pow, which, well, does this. It's not that great, I guess. A Grenade Launcher, never used that before, and Living Shards, which are a very important crafting recipe material. So, yeah, that was pretty much all I really had planned today. I'm surprised we got so much done. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes worth of me recording. So, probably one of the longest I've spent recording an episode, but I really missed this series. I know it's not going to do that well on the channel, but it's more or less just for fun to see, you know, for the people that do want to watch it. So, I guess next time we're probably going to go into the dungeon, get some stuff done there, and change our class. We've got a new few bosses to prepare for, and I definitely want to give a different class some light in the sun here, I guess. If something, I don't remember the phrasing for how that saying goes, but for now, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Calamity. If you guys enjoyed the return of the series, you know, hit the like button. It really does help the videos out so much, especially for a smaller channel like mine. And I guess if you want to see more, you know, just subscribe to see more videos when they do release. But yeah, that's it for today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.